So John is now to look ahead to tomorrow's huge clash in Paris. It's 2005 Champions League winner with Liverpool, Didi Hamann. Didi, very good morning,
Morning, Didi.
Good morning, Al. Morning, Ray.
So, Didi, are the nerves jangling, or are both sets of players, you know, they're massive football clubs, they're used to these big games, will they take it in their stride, or are they thinking, what a chance this is?
I think being nervous, I think it's a bit early. There's another day to go, a day and a half. Obviously, tension rises when you train at the ground tonight, have a look at the surroundings, and then obviously tomorrow, try to get a 1 or 2 hours sleep in the afternoon, and then hopefully both sets of players all raring to go. Can't wait.
It's been an amazing journey for both sides, hasn't it? I mean, Real Madrid, how they got into the final after City, even Chelsea give them a game and it nearly went out, Didi. Sometimes when you look at the games going back, you can say, well, their name's written on the cup because the way they've got to the final. But Liverpool, they've done the same. Villarreal, they looked like they was going to go out on that first half performance. In second half, obviously, much improved. But yeah, it's been an unbelievable journey for both sides to get to the final.
Yeah, two very good sides, and I think somebody said the other day that they had a buy into the knockout stages. Liverpool, you know, they had AC Milan, the Italian champions, they had Porto, and they had Atletico Madrid. So they're a tough group. I think they were the first English team to win all 6 games.
Yeah.
And then obviously everybody knew what they are capable of. Yes, they had a bad game against Villarreal. That's out of the way now. But the way they came back in the second half was exceptional. And you know, as for Real Madrid, they've probably been all but out in every round they played, but they still found their way.
Incredible.
So they showed tremendous character and willpower to go through. And you can't take him lightly. What he said before with a break, you know, sometimes a break doesn't have to be an advantage because, you know, when you win games, when you've got momentum, as you said, it's better. You can't wait to play. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But the longer I think about it, when they first were paired together in the final, I thought Real Madrid can't live with Liverpool. The longer I think about it, I think they might have a better chance than I want them to have.
What about Didi? Look, we know how good Liverpool are up front. We know about the form Benzema is in, Vinicius. What about the midfield battle? We don't know the teams yet, of course, but who's got the edge in midfield, do you think?
Well, Madrid turned all the games around when Toni Kroos come off, surprisingly. They probably play with Casemiro, Modric and Toni Kroos. But Camavinga made a big difference in all of these games when he came on. He really changed games. As for Liverpool, it depends whether Thiago can play. You know, if he can't play, it's probably Fabinho, Henderson, +1. And I just think that when Fabinho and Henderson play, the dynamics of the team change. You know, I think Fabinho wants to play with 2 offensive midfielders next to him because he's that anchor. You know, he doesn't want anybody to get in his way. And that's why it would be a boost if Thiago could play and then maybe Keita or Curtis Jones.
I think it's going to be intriguing down the right-hand side, Liverpool's right-hand side, Didi. I mean, Vinicius Jr., he's been on fire. I mean, the pace he's got, the way he runs at players. And obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold's so important for Liverpool to get the service into, you know, with his deliveries. So that's going to be really intriguing, who gets the better of each other, because at times Trent's going to have to defend well, but also Vinicius, does he track back enough or Trent might get a little bit of space on that right-hand side?
That's right, and then it remains to be seen whether Trent Alexander-Arnold got the space and the stamina and the power when he's got to defend a lot to go forward, because he's a huge part. You know, the fullbacks are a huge part of Liverpool's offensive play, so that's a key battle. And what Vinicius Junior can do, you know, I think he showed it when he scored the goal from the halfway line at the Etihad. He's a tremendous player, and some fascinating matchups, and I think a worthy final.
You know what, a lot of City fans will be watching this final thinking, how is it not Liverpool against Manchester City? They'll be kicking themselves. And next season, Didi, you know, we're going to have a huge battle again. It looks like Chelsea are sorting their problems out. We got a new manager going in at Man United. It looks like Harry Kane may stay at Spurs. Arsenal improving. So do you see it being a little bit tighter next season, the Premier?
Well, I hope so, but you know, what is Chelsea now? 15, 20 points behind the first 2. So, you know, I don't think it's that easy to make up 20 points within one season. And at the moment, you've got to say Liverpool and City are head and shoulders above the rest of the Premier League.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, you have to hope as a football fan that somebody sorts Man United out, because Man United, a strong Man United helps the Premier League. And, a lot of people had a go. I think they've got to back that manager now and give him all the responsibilities he wants to have. They've got some very good players, but they underperform. The series underperformers for a number of years now. So hopefully Man United comes good again next season. Arsenal improving. Conte done a tremendous job at Spurs, and then remains to be seen what happens at Chelsea. I think we all hope it'll be tighter, and I think for a time this season even, it looked like it could be 5 or 6 in the mix. But then obviously Liverpool and City pulled away. Let's hope it'll be a few more in the mix next season.
Didi, will you be in Paris to watch the game, or where will you watch the game?
Now I'll be working in Ireland, so I'll go to Dublin tomorrow, cover the game for RTE in Ireland, and we'll be watching there. But it'll be, I think it'll be a sea of red shirts and fans. It'll be a tremendous atmosphere, and Liverpool fans, they just love going, even though they haven't got a ticket, just to be in the city, soak the atmosphere up. It'll be tremendous.
Didi, enjoy. Always a pleasure. Thanks
you,
my
Didi.
friend.
Thanks, guys.
Didi.
Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.